everybody, and welcome back to Stacia Expert Mode. And in this episode, we finally get into Flux networks, and we also make all of our thermal machines. So, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be finally making our pulverizer from Thermal series. And when we make this, we're going to be doing ourselves some Flux networks. So, the first thing I want to do is actually start making all the Flux dust that we're going to need to be actually able to make the pulverizer, because you see here, Flux dust is going to be requiring us to get obsidian down to bedrock and break some redstone on top of it. So, I will need to get myself out some obsidian. So, obsidian, there we go. And just basically a bunch of redstone now. That'll do. And if we go over here to our waystone and teleport down to our mine, we'll be able to go ahead and make that fairly easily. Given that, well, of course, we're down to bedrock right here. So, apart from all this lava everywhere, it's actually a better place I can do this. Let me get out a stack of fireworks and see if I can fly somewhere else. Let's head down here where there's like a load of bedrock. Yeah, I can do it right here. This is actually a good spot to do it. And also, if I need more redstone, I can just break these ones here, and there we go. A bunch more. So, all we have to do then is just get ourselves some obsidian. Magnet turn off. Come up here, and then just chuck out a ton of it. It only does a certain amount of stacks. Left click, and there we go. So you can see it made us actually... How many stacks did that make? Roughly about 8 stacks. 8 and a bit. Okay, so that means at least... Okay, we're gonna have to deal with all these mobs now. Yeah, my TPS is still getting bad, I know. And then you said down in the comments that if I wanted to kind of get rid of that, I have to limit the amount of things going in and out of my colossal chest by using like a dank as a buffer. But I want to get into the refined storage system, like I said last episode, as soon as I can. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I'm definitely going to have to get into that soon. And if we want to get into refined storage, the first thing we're going to have to look into making is... Does it actually say here? I know there was something here that showed me how to make it. Here, I'll just look it up. So, at refined, we need to make ourselves some quartz enriched iron, which is going to require either mixing, which is nether quartz, sky ingot of the skies, charged night sky, and some liquid concrete, or we can use a fluid encapsulator with some mana quartz and sludge come from a machine, which is a plant gatherer. So if we set up a massive tree farm, we should be able to generate up as much sludge as we need. As you can see, like, there is some delay killing the mobs. But anyway, let's do the rest of this redstone and then call it there. There we go. And now we have all the flux that we need. Now, there's no access point to teleport down here, so I'm going to have to, like, manually fly out of here. So, let's put away all this flux, and I'm going to keep a little bit of a stack on me, because now we're going to go over here and start putting in all the ingredients. So if we have a look here at our, where is the pulverizer? We need to put them up in the corners here. So flux dust goes there. And now let's get everything else. So we need to make ourselves a machine frame. And I've actually gone ahead and made ourselves supreme machine frames, but I haven't made any of these machine frames yet. I have all the ingredients to do it, so we can go ahead and make that now. So if we have a look at ourselves as supreme, I've made 4 of them. So let's go back over here, because actually our liquid miner over with the wither is actually going quite well. So if we come in here and I'm going to pick, which fluid does it require? Oh yeah, sulfuric acid. So I need to get myself out a bucket. So if I get out myself a bucket, actually, maybe I should get myself a jerry can. Any of these empty. Creosote oil, pink slime. Can I fill any of these more with pink slime? Okay, no, you can't empty you out completely. Creosote oils, 4 buckets. Okay, I can fit that in there. There we go. That's an empty jerry can. Now if we come over here and grab ourselves our sulfuric acid out of this tank. And by the way, I've added another chemical crystallizer. And it turns out I can actually use pressurized tubes. I looked it up to see which tubes I can use to move the slurries. And even though pressurized tubes only say to do gases, apparently they can move slurries. So I've set up the pipe to pump out. And then use that to fill out 2 of these things, which is producing twice the amount of crystals, which is keeping our system fully going. So, let's pick our last one right here. Fill it up with sulfuric acid. Supreme machine frame, regular machine frame from RF Tools. Now we need to get out ourselves 2 lumium gears, elementium, and some enderium. So elementium. So we need ourselves 2 elementium ingots. Then we're going to need ourselves some enderium glass. So enderium, I don't actually think I have enderium hardened glass, so I'm going to have to make some. So enderium glass, 40 of it. So let's add these in now. So enderium, elementium, and now we just get ourselves some lumium. I should have made some lumium gears. I did. So lumium, put these here and let it craft. Boom, machine frame from Thermal Series. Finally, now we can actually make our pulverizer. So we need to make ourselves some thorn vines. I don't actually have any vines, so I need to get myself some shears and then go fly to a jungle. And I think there was a jungle. Where was there a jungle? I know there was a jungle around here. All right, here we are at the jungle. Let me just get rid of these mobs. Yeah, you can see how laggy everything is getting. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I have to deal with this guy now. All right, we should be able to take the vines off this tree here. Shear. Oh God, I sheared everything. Oops. But I got 24 vine, and I can actually grow more at home if I wanted to. So actually, let me just get more. Why not? Put a pair of shears. Throw that away. There a tree with a ton of it on it. There's a proper jungle over here, and I can get. Oh, that tree there has a ton of it. So shear this tree down, and 1. Oh, there it is. Yeah, nearly 2 stacks of it. All right, perfect. So let's head back now. All right, so we're home now. Now we can go ahead and make ourselves our 2 thorn charm things. So 2 of them. And let's go add these over onto the actual crafting wheel now. So I think these go here and here. We add our machine frame here. And up in the top middle is a resonant integral component. Then we need ourselves 2 copper gears and a redstone flux coil. I think I might have 1 redstone flux coil. There we go. Now, I did actually go ahead and stop process of copper crystals. So we have plenty of copper crystals to add on. So copper crystals go here. That goes in the bottom. We need ourselves 2 copper gears. Do I have any copper gears? I do not. So get myself some copper. And let's go uncompress all this. Go over there and make ourselves 16 copper gears. And actually, while I'm over there then making that, I might as well make ourselves the resonant integral components. All right, so I've gone ahead and made myself my 2 copper gears now. So let's add these on here. I think that goes to the very tip top. Actually, no, I think it goes one beneath it. Okay, so let's take this back out. Put this here. What is that Enderman doing? Anyway. So all we need to do now is get ourselves 2 ethereal slates. I don't know if I actually have any of them. Slate. I do. Okay, perfect. So the only thing left to do is go up to our Botania. Wait, what goes there? Oh, yeah, the mechanical drying basin. I think that's in here. There we go. Mechanical drying basin. All I have to do now is go up to Botania and look at the part here now. So we need pulverizer requires this guy. So I need myself a grindstone. So let's make ourselves a grindstone. There we go. And then all we need is some marvelous clay, I would think. So marvelous clay. There we go. Add this in here. Right click it with this. Sprinkle some magic. That uses quite a bit of mana, to be honest. And now, once I pick this up, there we go. And we fly all the way back over to our mechanical crafters. Add this here. Everything is correct. Now let's see, does everything actually connect and actually craft? It should do. Okay, so far so good. Once we have this, we can do our Flux networks. And I cannot wait for that. Okay, now it's going to connect to these 2. And now it's going to connect down to the single part. Yes. And it should craft in the center and then be outputted onto this guy. Yes. Pulverizer. Finally. So, say if we come over here to our... Let's go in here and do it. Pulverizer, I'm just going to slap you there for now. So you're going to fill with power. And all I have to do now is just get myself a quantum entangleporter. Wait, where is my quantum entangleporter? I thought I had one. My digital miner is in the system, meaning I should have one. Where did I put it? I didn't use it, did I? Because I know I had a spare one that I was using to power the... Unless I put it in my bag. No. I could have swore I had a quantum entangleporter. What did I do with it? But actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter because if I just take this one here and then go over to the power and take that one there and then crush those down, I should be able to do Flux Networks, no problem then. Oh, I know where it is. I know exactly where it is. Let me go around this way. I don't want to hit those power lines. Actually, with this now, we can actually get rid of those power lines. So let's break this, put back that. And now if we head back over to... Actually, let's go up to spawners quickly. Because I forgot I had this one here running. Here. So I can power this guy to make us a ton of pink slime. Let's just turn this mob masher back on. So if we head back over to our pulverizer, which is down in here. and start crushing all of these down. Actually, I think one might have got picked up. Yeah, it did. All right. So this is going to take a bit of time, but nothing our time in a bottle can't fix with 80 hours. Put that in there, then crush all of these down. There we go. Flux cores. Let's close the door. And now, actually, if we have a look at our quests here and go to here, you can see we got ourselves a point and a plug. Now we get ourselves another plug, and then we don't get another point. But if we do this now, so say we have a plug, we add the plug or the point. I want a point. Point is going to go down here. Actually, let's make one more quickly. So, should be able to make one relatively easily. There we go. Perfect. So, say if we put a point down there and somehow access it. There we are. So, we'll create a new network. We'll call it main power or power main. We'll dye it purple and we'll put it to public. Okay. So, this would be mains power. So, we head back over to our power station over here. Come in here and then go over here. We can break this down. So if we destroy this, there we go. Add our plug right here, and then we'll call this, actually we'll make it a new network, and we'll call it mains input. Set that to public and do blue. So this will be mains input. Change that to mains input, so all the power will be inputting into this guy. Okay. Then over here, if we break this, technically we don't need to run these cables anymore. So we break all them. That didn't break those ones. No, it didn't. So leave that the way it is there. So this will be just inputting power there. I will disconnect all those because that will be also a mains input. But from right here, if we just grab ourselves a point and say left side here. What direction is that? That is east. So east will be input. Set this guy to mains input. He will fill this thing with power. And then the plug will go here and set this guy up to mains power, and he'll be sending power over to the other point that we set up in that building. So all the power from that is being generated and put into here. This guy from the two diesel generators are pumping into here. That guy is pumping into this guy as well. He's not producing much power, so I can actually leave him. But that's actually it then. So anything that needs power, for instance, so we have another, should we make ourselves another point? For another point, teleport up here. See, this guy is receiving no power at the moment, but somehow he's still full of power. So if we break this, okay, put the point on top and set it to mains power. He will send power into this guy, and then we don't have to worry about that. Let's just get ourselves some brick and fix the wall. So this guy is getting all his power now generated through that block right there. I don't think anything else is getting put in through the wall, because technically nothing's being used in here, so it doesn't really have any power to go anywhere. So that's all being done. This stuff is being over here being powered. So technically, I don't need this power line here anymore. So for instance, if I break this, all that goes away. This guy right here, if I break this and make myself another point, I can put the point right here, plug it in, mains power. There we go. That's all getting power. And I don't need you anymore. And then I can fill back up this hole so there's no holes in the walls. So just grab ourselves some blackstone, and there we go. So everything is being powered now wirelessly. We don't have any real cables traveling to each building. So this thing is definitely getting enough power. As you can see, it's outputting nearly 200k it bumps up to. Damn, that's actually quite a bit of power. But now everything is wireless. So now that everything's wireless, we can actually go ahead and make a couple extra machines from Thermal Series. We made ourselves our pulverizer. The other things I want to make is a multi-servo press, a pyrolyzer, induction smelter, and it turns out I need that fluid encapsulator. So fluid encapsulator, see if I can find that. There it is. The fluid encapsulator, and these are actually going to all require machine frames. This guy's going to require something different. Charged night sky, that requires matter balls. Okay, so we can't do the induction smelter just yet. We're also going to require another mechanical basin for that one, but and the fluid encapsulator is going to require a ton of charged night sky lapis block. You know what, actually? Let's actually see if we can make some of these matter balls. I think it's you make a matter condenser and you just keep inputting in a lot of stuff to fill one of these components, I think. Let's make one and figure it out. Can we make one? How hard is it to make? Quartz, purple sheet metal, and quartz. Purple sheet metal is just, I think, any sheet metal. Copper sheet metal, aluminium, lead. Okay, seems to make any sheet metal. So I have a ton of aluminium sheet metal here. So let's see if we have any purple. I should have some purple dye. I make some purple sheet metal and use that to make this matter condenser. I need some quartz, and I'm going to throw the quartz inside the crusher over here. So quartz will go in there. Give me out of quartz dust. There we go. Now this will make ourselves our matter condenser. Now, I don't know if this thing requires power. I'm just going to put it here. Doesn't seem so. If we go to here, where is it? Matter condenser gives you a 1k. Oh, wait, I probably should have gone through this whole process first. I need to make myself a charged Certus quartz. Now, charged Certus quartz requires, I think, blood magic with Certus quartz. Okay. There we go. A charged Certus quartz crystal. Or, yeah, crystal, isn't it? Yeah, it's crystal. So now with that, we can claim that. Now we need to make ourselves 16 Flux crystals. Now, Flux crystals are drop one charged, one nether quartz, and one redstone into a puddle next to each other. And wait for a moment. Okay, so that means I need to make a bunch of this charged Certus quartz. Okay, I made a whole stack, so I should be able to just chuck these in the water here. Give them a couple of seconds, and they should combine, right? Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh man, that feels like it's making a lot. There we go, 2 stacks of it. And now I can just put these away because I technically don't need them now. I need to make myself an energy acceptor, which is charged. What? Oh, apparently that unlocked it. Okay, never mind. That means if we come back in here, pick up the matter condenser. Apparently it went into my hopper, which went in there. Matter condenser, there we go. Now we can collect this, put this in here. And now all I think I do is just get ourselves, like, I don't know, a stack of cobblestone or something. Oh, apparently it auto-fills. And, okay, so you can see you need to input about 8,000 cobblestone into this thing. Thank God for all the cobblestone I currently have. It's maxed out now, so... How does this work now? ME output destroy items? Oh, okay, so apparently as long as there's stuff in there, it will just constantly do that. Is this? I have no idea. But I have stacks of matter balls now. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. So does that mean actually I can do this? Yeah, it does. Right, I'm going to go ahead and make myself more mechanical drying basins, more of these components. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and make everything we need to make all these machines now. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I have absolutely everything now. So we should be able to go over to our mechanical crafter and actually start crafting this thing now. So if we come over here and do that and then open my bag. Let's start by making ourselves, I think this one's the induction smelter. Yes, okay, so this is everything we need for the induction smelter. So this will go here, that'll go on top. That sand will go there. Machine frame will go here. Mechanical drying basin will go there. Charged night sky will go here and here. Ethereal slate here and here. And then we'll have invar gears at the bottom. Redstone flux coil. And then 2 lead clumps. And this will make us our induction smelter. And now the next one in here is going to be our fluid encapsulator, which we're going to then use to be able to make ourselves... Oh, we can make resonating gems this way? Oh, that's going to be so much better. Actually, this thing seems to be able to make us a lot of stuff. We can make luminescence using the silicon starlight. Wow, we might need to get a lot of these fluid encapsulators. There's definitely no other way to make it except for doing it with the mechanical crafter here. So if we ever need these machines, we're going to have to manually craft them. Because I know there is a way to automate this thing, but I'm just not bothered doing that. It's way too much work. So I'm just actually going to click it out of it there. So that's our induction smelter. And now I'm just going to grab all this stuff and add all of it in. So flux coil, basin, 2 lapis gears, ethereal slates. And then we need ourselves some lava crystals. It's too bad these things don't stack. Charged night sky. I think it goes like this. And then it goes machine frame here. Actually, no, it's the other way. Machine frame there, integral part, and then that up there. There we go. Now, the next one then is to craft this guy in here, which is a pyrolyzer. And he will then make us some coke coal, which we can then use to power our blast furnace. So we can always have a good, decent supply of steel. Now, these machines aren't going to be the fastest thing in the world without having like max flux upgrades. And if we have a look at the flux upgrades, linkage amplifiers just require... Actually, they're pretty cheap. Apart from making all the redstone flux coils, the rest of this should be actually easy enough. Like electrum and lead, that's simple. Oh, it's done. Oh, it didn't actually consume the lava crystals. It actually let me keep them. All right, nice. Right, yeah, so the other machine I wanted to make was the multi-servo press, but I actually went ahead and made that already. Because I needed to make this numismatic dye, which was going to be used for making enderium coins, which then I went ahead to make ourselves a mechanical squeezer, since this thing required that. So mechanical squeezer was actually a really big step in helping me make all these machine frames and stuff, and those drying basins, because this thing actually allowed us to squeeze out so much mineral resin that we have all of it. And now I think I just used up all my drying basins, but did I? Drying? Yeah, I did. So I'll have to make another one. But at least that way I was able to make us the blocks very easily. And then I was able to make all of our night sky charge stuff, which is... oh yeah, I made all of it. It's already in the system. But now we can put down our induction smelter here, our pulverizer, which I'm actually going to hook up over here. Because then I'm going to actually run a cable up or a pipe up to be able to power this thing. So this guy is nearly full. I can't put anything there because that's already got a full block. But I think if I put this thing here and then just grab myself a pipe, an item pipe, and I'm going to set this guy to run up. So if I set this guy like this, and then I'm going to say items, the output is going to go up the way. Okay. And then items are going to input on the right. Now, power, I'm going to have to route through the bottom. So I'm going to have to run a power cable down. So let me do that quickly. Now, this will start slowly getting power. Now, there is also a thing on it. So I'm just going to get myself a fluid trash can because I don't want to have to deal with the created oil that this one produces. But if I just get myself like a hopper or something like that, and then just get some coal. I don't think I can use coal blocks. So I have to use actual coal. So if I just grab myself a couple of stacks of coal, put this right here. Wait, why? No, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. I thought I had the wrong setup. So there we go. This thing is, yeah, quite slow, but it's definitely faster than this guy. Even though this guy is making blocks, so every once in a while I can add the blocks in, and if it needs to use the small pieces, it can. So I just need to add on the fluid trash can on somewhere, so it will export out the fluids. I'm probably just going to put it here and just grab myself a fluid pipe. Actually, I just realized this thing cannot export out the front. So I'm actually going to rotate it this way. So I'm going to put it this way at the back. So we'll say the back is going to input items, and then the right side here is going to output a fluid. Actually, you know what? This thing has an auto eject function. So I can just put this here and then just auto input and auto output. So whenever it makes an actual piece of coke coal, it will just automatically pour out the creosote oil into this trash can. So as long as this thing has coal, I think we'll be able to keep this thing fully stocked and keep this blast furnace going, making us a ton of steel. Now, in terms of the fluid encapsulator, we're going to have to hook this up now to some sludge now next episode. So next episode, I'm thinking we might start working on making ourselves a tree farm, because I think I've been meaning to do that for a while. So if I set up a farm making us oak, spruce, maybe even some mineral, and we'll see. I kind of want to nearly get every log if I can, even if I just get the plant sower just to mix up everything. That would be great. So at least then that way we'll have every type of log if we need it now in the future. I don't know if any recipes require specific types of logs. I don't know. But I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you all in the next episode. So without further ado, goodbye.